Alright, blood. I'm coming at y'all live from the hood. Easy. But I moved in with my friend. This nigga live in the trenches. But anyway, we taking a look at Dr. Umar Johnson. This nigga said Eminem cannot be the GOAT of rap because he not black. And y'all gotta let me know what you think about that in the comment section. I don't know, blood. Like, yo, this sound like some inmate mentality, my nigga. And I don't got nothing against Dr. Umar. I normally don't agree with some of the shit he say. I mean, he is an intelligent African American. Like, he sounds smart to a dumb nigga. But in my opinion, like, yo, I mean, bro, how can you base a nigga's music off of his skin color? Like, I mean, yo, when you fucking in the zone, like, you don't know what a nigga fucking look like. Like, if a nigga rapping about catching bodies and that nigga make me want to slide, like, yo, I don't give a fuck if you black, white, like, nigga could be yellow like one of them niggas in The Simpsons. Y'all gotta let me know what we think in the comment section. Like, I think it's a bunch of malarkey. I'm personally not sliding around the city to know Eminem. Like, you know, he personally not the GOAT to me. Like, again, it's just all about what kind of music you relate to, what kind of music, you know, make you emotional and touch your shit. Easy. But, yeah, let's take a look at this shit.
Tell me how you really feel. Dr. Umar Johnson does not believe Eminem's name can be in the conversation of rap greats. On the Joe Budden podcast, Dr. Umar did not hold back. He said Eminem has all the privileges of a white male and the privileges of being in the hip-hop community, so we got to be careful about letting non-Africans into our community. No non-African can be the best of anything African. It's an insult to the ancestors, it's an insult to the race, and it's an insult to every black person. I don't see Eminem building no schools and hospitals. I don't see DJ Khaled building no schools and hospitals. Do you think I can go to Palestine and be the best of anything Palestinian culture? You never see that. You think I can go to Israel and be the best of anything in Israel, whether it be cook, an instrumentalist, a dancer? Hell no. We have to stop naming non-African people as being the best of any aspect in our cultural product because it is an insult, said Dr. Umar Johnson. Let me just first say this to the Joe Budden podcast. I thought that conversation was absolutely phenomenal. Over 5 hours of Dr. Umar just sparring and standing by whatever point that he believes in and doubling down on it. I loved it. The only little tidbit, if I had to complain about anything, was it did feel like one of the co-hosts on the show, Ish, and he's my guy too. It felt like he was personalizing a lot of what Dr. Umar was saying, and he was trying to validate his intellect and what he's done in the world and in business. I didn't like that because it felt like Ish was controlling a lot of the conversation and trying to out-talk Dr. Umar. And the reality is, I'm sure Ish is a very well-accomplished man, but Dr. Umar...
Hey, sorry to interject this, brother. First, I'll give him a like and a sub. And also, it's like I said, I moved, you know. Now I got new neighbors. Now, they downstairs. If y'all hear them, you know, I don't exactly know what they look like. I believe they're like Kenny's parents from South Park. How do you say, quote unquote, white trash? You know, I heard these niggas, you know, they was down there arguing. Y'all remember that episode of the South Park? And they was like, had the Pabst red ribbon or blue ribbon in the beer. And they're like, I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. Like, that's what they remind me of. But anyway.
Umar was in that seat for a reason, and more than just being a host and facilitating the conversation, it felt like Ish was so hell-bent on arguing with a person that he was clearly a fan of. That might be my one pushback, but overall, I thought it capped off a great year for the Joe Budden podcast. Y'all know that's my favorite go-to podcast, so salute to them and getting that. That's a huge get, bro. Dr. Umar is one of them ones. He need to protect what media spaces he do, because anytime he talks, whether you agree or disagree, you're gonna at least give it a listen. And if you agree with what Dr. Umar Johnson said about Eminem or you disagree with it, it's compelling. It's a great debate. Look, here's what I think Dr. Umar is trying to make sure doesn't happen to hip hop. Yes, it's one thing to maybe let a guy like Eminem in, who was very influential and helped facilitate, I believe, one of rap's greatest in 50 Cent, right? But it's another thing 10, 15 years from now when we start to allow others who maybe have not done as much for other rappers like an Eminem in. And what Dr. Umar is trying to let be known from the jump, nah, we got to protect that space. Rap is ours. It's African. It belongs to us. We got to make sure no one ever feels as if though they can come in this space and say they're number one at it, because it disrespects the whole space and the hard work we had to put in. And another thing you can see Dr. Umar alluding to is, yo, This space was a place that black people were able to talk about their struggles and what they were dealing with growing up, coming from nothing, trying to be something in this world. That's a sacred place. And when we're not rapping, we don't get to turn off this skin complexion, right? That rap was...
Look, y'all, I get where you're coming from, but first off, I don't think Dr. Umar said it right. Like, he definitely worded that. Like, I mean, come on now. Like, anybody who heard that shit gonna be like, oh, blood of racist. And, you know, beyond just that, like, what this nigga is saying, like, I mean, I feel it, like, you know, if you go back to the roots of hip-hop, you know, it was, like, meant to express shit. You know, you look at, like, you know, niggas in the 80s with Ice Cube and all them, NWA, they talking about fuck the police, you know. They really, like, had, like, more of a, I guess, black empowerment message in their music. But, like, yo, nowadays, like, let's keep it a P. Like, yo, niggas rapping about bitches, drugs, niggas rapping about overdosing, and then they think it's fucking funny. Like, yo, how many guns do we hear about in rap? Like, yo, I'm just saying, blood, like, let's not act like hip-hop ain't watered down. Hip-hop ain't brainwashed the fucking youth and sent half these little niggas to prison. Like, let's keep it a P. Like, I'm being very honest with y'all. Like, I definitely agree. There should be, like, some sort of sacredism to hip-hop when it comes to, like, who we call the greats. But, like, again, like, I don't feel like the skin tone or, like, yo, what color you is should define how we view your music. Like, if your music live on, my nigga, you a goddamn great. Like, what are we talking about?
Was a product of the skin complexion and oftentimes the struggles that come from said skin complexion and what we got to deal with. Eminem can go to any store in the country and probably not be profiled. He get pulled over at the light, he's gonna say, yo, I'm a white man in America. That's what Dr. Umar is saying. And he doesn't have to turn the skin complexion off. He can turn rap off whenever it doesn't fit him. And that's why he's saying we got to protect it. I think it's a great conversation. Me personally, I'm a down south baby. Eminem ain't in my top of anything, because to be honest with you guys, as great a rapper I can admit Eminem, you know, was and still is, I never turn on any of his music. When I'm going through something, I never say, I'm about to go tune in to that Eminem album. I'm never going to play the encore when I'm going through something, or just to catch a vibe. Oh, I never really hear Eminem's music at clubs. So there has really never been a setting in my life to play Eminem music. He has an immense fan base that's crazy, stand out.
Yo, I got it. Did I already? I can't remember. Like, we gotta give this nigga a fucking, like, yo, Blood just said, if I'm about to go do a drive-by, my nigga, hey, we not turning on Lose Yourself. Like, my nigga said, we not turning on the Mockingbird. My nigga said, I can't catch a body bumping Stan. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section. Can you kill a nigga to sing for the moment?
Out over there, guy, and I get it, salute to y'all. But in my world, there has never been a space where I wanted to turn on Eminem music. That alone is why he ain't in my top of anything. But take it a step further, Dr. Umar is saying we got to protect that space because we got to protect that race that helped create that space. Time, love, and support is what your boy will never take for granted. What y'all think about what Dr. Umar said on the Joe Budden Podcast? And please just let me know what your overall thoughts are of Dr. Umar on the Joe Budden Podcast.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go give this nigga, oh my god, like, yo, this sound like some shit fresh out of Romania. Blood, what is this Italian? Anyway, yo, I mean, I kind of get what he's saying, but on the other hand, I kind of feel like, you know, like, I look at it like, well, young niggas, like, integrating into, like, imagine, like, if niggas in the next 10 years, if black people really start taking over, like, the NHL and want to start playing hockey, and white people are like, well, you know, this was like a Canadian tradition themed sport, you know, like, it was really, like, Caucasian owned and, like, dominated, like, and imagine if they didn't want to let niggas in, like, imagine what y'all would say. So, you know, I mean, like, we can't be contradictive with this kind of shit. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section, like, what are we thinking? Like, I mean, like, yo, if some white nigga who look like Jack Harlow come fresh out the fucking trenches of, I don't know, fucking Indiana? And I mean, like, yo, this nigga fucking coming, yo, this nigga balling, like, yo, he sending niggas ankles to the emergency room. Y'all gonna be like, nah, blood, like, I'm sorry, like, he alright, but, you know, he not that guy, my nigga, because he not black. Like, yeah, the nigga just fucking put up, like, 700 points. But I'm sorry, like he not a Negro, so he can't be considered a goat. Like, no, that's ridiculous. But like that's a bunch of goddamn malarkey, some backwards pageantry. Dr. Umar high key racist as fuck. Yeah, I'm saying doesn't sound racist judging someone's ability to do something by the color of their skin. You ain't ready for the conversation though. Sometimes you gotta know when to shut up. Facts. Yo, I'm surprised this nigga. Shouldn't Dr. Umar be canceled? Like I don't really keep up with him like that, but I've seen a couple of his videos. I'd be like, God damn, how did this nigga got a following? Last time I checked, hip hop originated in the United States. You may not prefer Eminem, but you have to be slow to really think he's not good as fuck. That is a goddamn fact. Yo, let's keep it a pedo. The nigga Eminem really can spit though. Like I'm saying, like yo, freestyles, the nigga do fucking go. He turned into a goddamn lunatic. The nigga can murder beats. He got bars, but I ain't gonna lie, blood. Like, yo, if I'm off a fucking perk, you know what I'm saying? Yo, if me and the homies in the fucking club, yo, they pass around that baby bottle, my nigga, if I'm leaning, like, I ain't gonna lie, blood. Yo, I don't want to hear this nigga Marshall Mathers fucking rapping faster than a goddamn NASCAR driver. Like, I'm straight. So I get what they saying on one hand about how they don't consider him a goat, because I mean, like, I'm not gonna say he's not a goat. It just depends on, it's different categories of goats. Like, yo, it's the goats like Uzi and all them who rapping about dying and worshiping the devil and all that shit. It's the fucking goats who actually got, like, real substance behind their music. So it depends. Like, if you want to talk about lyrics, like, you can't not put this nigga in, like, at least the top 10. Like I'm saying, like, yo, this nigga, like, his fucking literacy skills, like, yo, Blood literally could be a college English teacher. Eminem is definitely one of the best rappers of all time. I'm black and this is racist. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm black and shit, nigga. This shit do sound offensive. I want to know what homie's question is. Black racism is the worst. I swear. Like, how are you gonna say it's racist for putting him up there when you're mad he's white? That's called racism, sir. Yeah, because like, hey, if Eminem was black, yo, if Blood had the fucking same complexion as Soldier Boy, my nigga, yo, Dr. Umar would give this nigga all the praise. Like, yo, let's give you the P. This nigga Dr. Umar, yo, Blood would be on his hands and his fucking knees. My nigga would be given the fucking fellatio of a lifetime. Like, yo, the fucking jaw work Umar would put in if Eminem was black. Like, my nigga, like, people would pay like $1,000 for the OnlyFans. Easily in my top 5 most racist things anyone has ever said. Tell us more about the racism. Yeah, Umar, I ain't gonna lie, but like, yo, with the way these niggas is talking, it sound like you in jeopardy of getting canceled. Like, yo, dude, the cancel culture got like a clock, like a goddamn countdown. Like, you know how on New Year's in New York, how they drop that motherfucking ball? Should we start the countdown for this nigga Umar? Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section. Is Blood going out? But yeah, let me know what you're thinking. If you enjoyed the vid, like, sub. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.